the tale of the 6 Christian missionaries I lured away from their faith into the worship of Almighty Thor?
You showed them how to turn the crosses into hammers, simply by flipping them over. And they fainted with joy. That tale?
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Those raiders killed our cattle!
Danes did not do this! It's the
We know it's the Danes. It's always the damn Danes! Make them pay their guilt for the dead that now litter the fields!
Show sense, please. What would the Danes gain from the slaughter of poor farmers?
Look! There's a filthy Dane now! Why don't we ask?
We should have...
You slaughtered my best milk cow, you beast!
I did not touch your herd.
You fools are making this worse.
These Saxons fight like mad dogs to protect their own. I cannot blame them.
Thank you for staying your hand, stranger. What is your name?
Eivor, of the Raven clan in Mercia.
Wolfhilda, Abbess of Barking, and Inquirer into Mysteries.
Are we here for the same reason, I wonder?
Aye, to look upon devil's work. But why would a Dane from upriver care what happens to Saxon farmers?
If there's a rabid wolf or bear on the prowl, I would see it dead. Blame often falls on my folk for such carnage.
Well and good, Eivor of the Raven clan. Take a look at the maulings, and tell me what manner of rabid beast did these things.
I could start with the dead cows. Bite marks, but not from any beast I know. And the corpse is covered in strange mold, though the wounds are fresh. You there? What befell this poor beast?
Danes befell it.
How can you be sure?
It was Hrothgar's war band. They're holed up in that old church, working their misery upon us.
Warriors do not often go about slaying milk cows. Besides, I have heard talk of a beast on the loose. Blood still wet as dew. Where does it lead? You are brave ones for getting so close to this awful sight.
I saw it, warrior. I did. The night it happened. I saw it all.
What did you see? A wolf? A bear? Maybe a rabid hound?
It was a Jotun, as great as a tree. And it laughed while it ripped and teared. It yelled out its name. Grendel. A Jotun did this. I saw it. All big and hairy, staggering across the moor.
Giants aren't real. You saw the devil himself taking his tithe to hell.
By the gods, what manner of beast flung that poor creature up here to its doom? What sort of beast leaves glistening mold over freshly killed prey? Yet that woman blamed the Hrothgar and his band of Danes, were the killer's men. Whoever it was, they were mighty enough to get a mauled beast corpse onto a rooftop. But that little girl said the creature was a giant, calling itself Grendel. This may be the work of a band of drunken Danes. Or worse. I should discuss discuss these clues with Wolfhilde. Wolfhilde, I have learned all I can from the villagers and those dead beasts.
And what is your take on the mystery? Still believe a wolf or bear did these things?
This is not the work of a woodland creature. The bite marks, the mold, most art.
So you admit this is the devil's work? Or one of your wooden dragons come to life?
A few maulings do not make for a devil or a dragon. It must be a man, or a pack of them. The girl mentioned a name, Grendel.
No. No mortal hand could rend flesh in such a way. Surely you see that.
I have seen the worst the hands of men can do. Deeds bloodier than this.
And these men stalk the night, slaying cattle as they go.
True. This thing I cannot explain.
3 times these attacks have happened. Each time, bite marks, broken bones, and streaks of mold. Something wicked walks in East Anglia. Some other animals were attacked in the woods northeast of here.
Let us go.
This way. We may find more clues. Should be up there in the trees ahead. Can you smell it? It reeks of death and evil.
I know that scent well. Carrion and death. Loki's reek.
The Maulings have drawn in a starving wolf pack. Holy Spirit!
Did the wolves get a bite of you?
No, I'm unhurt. Thank you, Dane. I misjudged you.
No need. But tell me what happened.
These beasts came scavenging for fresh meat.
I meant, why are you out here with the dead cattle again?
I'm searching for my best milch cow. She's missing.
And you found her?
No, but I found a Danish axe. It belongs to Hrothgar, leader of the war band.
You know for a fact this axe is his.
Yes, he brandishes it about the village, demanding ale.
I will speak to this Hrothgar and his warband. That woman is certain a nearby band of warriors caused these maulings. We have no other clues.
I know the men she means. They're staying at the church near Brisleek Farm. Come, meet them. Their leader, Hrothgar, is a great man. For a heathen. He is no cattle killer.
You have curious opinions, Wolfhilde. And an uncommonly open mind.
I should say the same of you. Most heathens would point to witchcraft or monsters. But you seek an earthly cause.
I have seen many strange things. But the answers are usually close at hand. If only hidden.
True. Yet in this case, the church has tasked me to explain the unexplainable. That, at times, introduces unholy ideas.
And your church accepts your unholy ideas?
They tolerate it. Lucifer is a deceiver, and God himself works in mysterious ways. So I too must remain open to all possibilities, mundane and otherworldly.
Which is why you tolerate a heathen like me.
Perhaps. Or perhaps all of us, heathen and Christian, stand within the folds of a greater mystery. Something's off, Eivor. Hrothgar's men are rowdy sorts, but the air is far too still.
Stand back, priestess. This is war work.
Ragnor's men. They were good to me.
Have a careful, Filda. The killer may yet linger here.
Their leader, Hrothgar. I do not see him among the dead.
I shall find him. See, more fresh mold. Same as in the fields on the cows.
The villagers say it is the devil's mark. What do you say, Eivor?
I say find the mold, and we find our killer. The same marks as before. Bite marks and mauling. These are not weapon wounds.
What manner of demon can fell so many well-armed warriors? Eivor, look out. More blood.
Someone crawled into the loft, or dragged the body up there.
Back you. Back, I say. I can still draw blood.
You are Hrothgar, leader of this warband.
I am. A Finnmark raider and proud of it. For the little time I have left.
I bear ill news. Your warriors have fallen. Who or what did this awful thing?
The monster did this thing. It killed us while laughing. Laughing! It broke my axe and gouged me. I crawled up here to die.
What was it? Did you see?
A foul Jotun. A night-goer from the world's rim. It spoke. Named itself Grendel. Said it would return.
Good. We shall wait for it to come back, you and I.
Not I. My wounds are too great and my spirit takes ship. Send them to Helheim. For me.
Ride with the winged women friend. I will handle this Grendel, whatever manner of monster it may be.
Wait. Warrior. There were... two.
Best hide, to not scare the demon off when it returns.
We will wait up here for it to show itself again.
Get your rest, warrior. I will stand vigil with prayer.
Wolfhilda, be still. Something stirs.
Wake, play. Wake, play. No play? Play. Now, play. Play. Beast! Today you die! No kill! Play! I play!
Play. Grendel only want to play. You make Grendel hurt. Mama, I want to go home.
By all that is holy and bright, what manner of monster is that thing?
Not a monster, but a man. Strange to behold, but this... Grendel was a man.
But where did it come from?
All men have mothers. This one called out for his in the end.
and all of us, even the most hideous, have souls. O Lord, forgive this man his sins, and grant unto him your grace and everlasting love.
Mold everywhere. Stay here, Mufilda. I'll follow this trail.
Eternal rest grant unto them, O Lord, and let perpetual light shine upon them. Let their souls rest in peace.
Grendel must have tracked this mold here, but from where? The trail leads southwest. More mold. I'm on the right path. The source of the mold must be near. The mold trail leads into this pit. The reek. Oh. This woman speaks of her child, Grendel. Cruel fate the gods have woven.
What? Dark spirits torment this land.
That's your boy. Brenda, come to mother.
My head swims with fever dreams. What just happened?
Brenda! Brenda! Is that you? Answer me!
A key! So fitting. Yet, what use is a key with no luck? By Odin, the Neething curse is lifted.
mold. Just mold. Sending visions like a seer's brew. Don't make me do th- What wickedness is this? You, the woman from the farm. You lied about the Danes.
To protect my boy. He never meant to hurt anyone. But the others, they could not see. He kept growing in body, but not in mind. He was my boy. My sweet little Grendel.
Hilda must know the truth of this. What is this place? Must serve some purpose. Abbess.
Eivor, you live yet. Pray, tell all.
I slew a monster that was but a man. Then I tracked his mother and killed her too.
His mother?
She struck at me in the dark and I defended myself. But it was no hero's deed.
Those poor souls. I shall pray for them tonight at Barking Abbey.
Leaving already?
I must. The bishop is eager for a full accounting of the Beast of East Anglia.
Leave my name out of your tale. It is nothing to be remembered for.
Understood. Perhaps it would work better as a song. I dabbled in verse as a youth. It may be time to lift the pen again. But what story shall I write? The full truth of this thing may be hard to fathom.
Give them a comforting one, about heroes and monsters. For the truth, the bone-cold truth of everything is often hard to take. It cuts like a cruel north wind on the neck.
God saves us all, Eivor. I take my leave now, but will write to you once my poem is complete. Farewell.
Thank you, and farewell to you too, Wolfilda. Make it a good tale. That must be Björn, the Berserker.
My eyes cannot forget the sight of God. Her hair so long. How are you cold? You bear skins, you wolf shirts, you tasters of. My eyes cannot forget the sight of God. Her hair so long and falling down. How are you cold? You...
A man who fights beside a great white bear. You are Bjorn Bloodtooth.
Ask the dead. What do they tell you?
They say, we do not want shapeshifters in these lands.
They wished me dead. They are not the first. And you, come to make your name in battle. Another corpse at my door won't matter.
I'm not here to fight you, Bjorn. I am Eivor of the Raven clan, and I offer you a seat in our hall.
I have no clan, and no need of another.
You prefer to live alone here with your bear?
I prefer vengeance. Against the men who hung my wife and left her for the crows.
Who is this man?
A Mercian lord, whose name shall not sour my lips. He has scores of men. An army, perhaps. But that will not stop me.
Then let me help. If you truly wish to avenge your wife, you must not fall in battle.
I shall think it over. Njal, go with my bear. Feel her belly. And if Njal trusts you, who knows? Maybe we do as you say.
You're tame for so wild a beast. Is that so? Tell me, what does a bear like you eat? Whatever you want, huh? Best you show me then. That's right. Well cared for that. Its loss is deep. The Skalds say Bjorn carried you into battle when you were but a bear cub. Raised you as one would raise a child. Your favorite flowers? They are not food, Jarl. Reminds me of summer in Norway. We had fields like these near Hemminger's Hall. I can see why Bjorn keeps you around. Ah, the lake. It is fish you want. I can help with that. Fishing arrows. Now to catch something for Njal. Do you want some fish, Njal? Here. Nothing better than fresh fish. Eat your fill, friend.
Pray for your sake! The demon bear! Together, let's on it! That's not the berserker! Who cares? Kill him both! Filthy bear and dirty Danes! All must die!
These men were looking for you, Njal. Bjorn may be in trouble as well.
You're going too slow! We won't keep coming back!
before me! Die already! Why won't you go down? Blood and battle! Death the heathen gods! I will eat your bones! He's a ferocious beast! You have a strong war arm, Ravenshirt.
These men did not come for the fame of defeating a legendary berserker.
No. They were followers of the Mercian Lord. My blood enemy. My wife's killer.
How did your wife die?
Fame has two faces, Eivor of the Ravens. In Norway, many a young thane wanted the glory of killing me. They died. I grew tired of killing. Alfhildr and I, we came here for a new start. A quiet life.
But fame sailed ahead of you. This Mercian lord learned of your deeds, sought to boost his own name with your blood.
You have the right of it. Only he wanted me to drink the Berserker brew first. When I refused, he demanded. Offered gold, even taunted me. Then he hung her. Alfhildr.
Your blood feud is just. But if it is something you must do alone...
No. Your words are wise. I do not want to die fighting. I want to die knowing my wife is avenged. I want to kill that man. Help me.
Tell me what you need.
Nightshade. It's the last bit of magic I need for my Berserker brew.
You shall have it. And when this is over, I trust the Raven clan will have your axe.
When you find the Nightshade, bring it to me beneath the gallows tree south of Beodorishwar. Nightshade often grows near graveyards, and Saxons build their graveyards near churches.
Nightshade grows in graveyards. No shortage of those in Christian England. Nightshade has a distinct stench. Like this. That is enough, Nightshade. Foul-smelling herb. I should meet Bjorn. Bjorn, here as promised. Your Nightshade.
Good. It has the power we need for the coming ritual. Nearly done.
The Skalds say Odin hung himself in a tree much like this. He lived, though. Most die.
Yggdrasil. The world tree. Odin's gallows. The place where life and death are one. Ride with me, Raven. The Sather awaits. Berserker brew hits hard. It may open your eyes to the spirit realm. It may turn you into a savage beast. Whatever happens, face it without fear. How are you cold? You bear skins, you wolf shirts, you tasters of blood. We are the shield biters, wall breakers, born in battle's flood.
What do you fight for, you bear skins?
You wolf shirts, you drinkers of blood.
We fight for glory, we shield biters.
Wall breakers, born in battle's flood.
I've been close to death many times. But this was different. Feels like a Jotun kicked my head in.
'Tis glorious, is it not?
Berserker brew does not agree with my belly.
But you live still. Can you feel the power of the bear's blood coursing through your veins?
Yes, but you were a bear.
And the bear power courses through me still.
I'm ready. Where to?
The Mercians who slew my wife cowered in Beodoritsworth. We shall kill them all. With me! No! Jarl will taste mercy and blood.
Show me what you can do, Berserker!
Put out Hidden!
Time has come for you.
Show yourselves, cowards!
To me! Jarl! Jörn!
God loves me.
Smell my wife's killer. He's here. You killed her! I'm out, Why?
I always wanted to fight a berserker. That old white bear rug will make a fine trophy.
It is done. Let us leave this blasted place.
Come, brother. Let's end it.
Run, rabbits!
Let's bleed you.
Bjorn, your enemy has fallen. You have your revenge.
Yes. But now I fear I must ask you one last thing. Should you be willing?
What is it?
Njal is tired. I will tend to her beneath the tree where this all began. Please, bring us some of her favorite flowers. They look like...
I know the ones. I'll gather them and meet you beneath the gallows tree.
Stay strong, my child. Bjorn is here.
I saw some of Njal's favorite flowers growing beneath the gallows tree. His wife's grave. No wonder he visits this tree often. Flowers for Njal. Now to meet Bjorn beneath the gallows tree.
I brought her here, where it began, where it ends.
I understand.
They hung my wife in this tree, and buried her among its roots.
A grim and undeserved fate.
We took Njal in as a cub, she and I. No children of our own. Now both are gone. Yet I remain. Njal. You were always at my side. For the better years of my life. Why must it end like this?
Njal sleeps at the Allfather's feet tonight.
Yes. They let loyal hounds into the Hall of the Brave. So Njal too is there. With Alfilda. Before, you asked if I would join your clan. I am ready.
Good. There will be a place for you on my longship and in my clan.
I shall sing of Alfilda and Njal during our travels. Sing of their deeds. And I will carry their names into battle.
When you're ready, follow the River Nene to my settlement. We shall welcome you as a brother.
I will be the berserker of the Raven clan.
What's happening?
Finnir?
No, not unless Halfdan sent you.
I sent myself. I want to speak with Finnir, the steward who should be working to put a king on that throne.
You're in luck then, for I have found the man already. I'm only waiting on him to get married.
Which man?
You know, stranger, you interrupted a beautiful dream. I was sailing through Helheim, drifting on a ship of fire.
Dreams of death often run ahead of the real thing.
Oh, wouldn't that be a burden off my shoulders? What business have you with the backwater king, anyway?
Danes from here attacked my clan. I want to know why, and how to make sure it never happens again.
Ah, that would be Rued's clan. They killed the last man I put here, Adelstan. I suspect they'll do the same to our next monarch.
A Dane who can't keep the Danes in line. Not much of a steward, are you?
If I knew how, I'd have rid our lands of them long ago. Rued's clan plagues us all, Dane and Saxon alike.
You are the sorriest soldier I've met in this country. Kick your king in the arse and fight back!
He needs more than a kicking. He's got nothing he should have to win this fight. No courage, no army, no charisma. If he wants to live longer than a season, he'll need the backing of his bride's family, which he hasn't. They loathe the maggot.
Who is he, your King Maggot?
Oswald of Elmenham, who was King Edmund's counsel before the invasions. And like it or not, he's the last Saxon noble with any sway.
Why not crown a Dane instead?
Halfdan Jarl made it clear. He wants a Saxon king married to a Dane, for a greater show of unity. But Oswald's not the sort of man you'd chase into battle with a grin. He's soft. The settled Danes don't trust him.
Where is he now? I'll get the measure of him, see what I can do.
You just missed him. He's headed for Elmenham just now. pleading once again for peace. If you go by the north gates and along the road, you may catch him.
Filmingur til. Þykist mér ekki að það sleif en vort var ætið hann.
They rushed in like wolves, killing and burning as they went.
It wasn't us! I built myself a home here. Rued's clan attacked us as well.
Oh, how nice to have a home to speak of, man. Mine was burned to the ground years ago. And by whom, I wonder?
Please, all of you, be we Dane or Saxon, we all want the same peace. With land to till and home to keep. Without fear of Rued's violence.
Till they break the peace with another bleeding raid.
Nonsense. Their homes are here now. Same as ours, our futures run together, not apart.
So what are these Danes attacking us, eh? What will you do about them?
When I am king... when I am your king, I'll set things right.
You will be king when I'm a flying troll.
You handled that well. Disputes between Saxon and Dane don't always end so cleanly.
That was a clean result.
A dispute ending without bloodshed is as clean as they come.
Quite a brutal outlook.
I'm Eivor of the Raven clan. Are you Oswald?
I am. You're not here to kill me, are you?
I'm not in the habit of killing kings, but I do like meeting them.
I am Oswald, yes. For as long as I can hold out.
So what happened here, Oswald?
A clan, led by a Dane called Rued, attacked this morning. They've been sacking farms and hamlets across East Anglia for some time now, growing more brazen by the day.
Do they know this is Halfdan's land?
They must. They just don't care.
Their chaos has touched my home as well, and I'm here to see that it doesn't happen again. Lately, I've come to learn that you are the hook that all hopes hang upon. As king, you could unite all the Saxons and friendly Danes.
A minor weight to bear, isn't it?
Who else, if not a king, should bear it?
Travel with me, Eivor. We can discuss my tenuous future on the road home.
What begs your attention in Elmenham?
Wedding preparations. Elmam is on guard as we ready my marriage to the Dane woman Valdis. She's a cousin of Halfdan's.
Good. A well-matched marriage can forge a strong alliance. So what's the holdup?
No holdup. I don't yet have permission to marry Valdis. Her brothers don't approve of me. Slow down. Something is not quite right here.
Hold. There's smoke ahead.
That's Beatley. It could be the same men who attacked at the walls of Norwich.
Stay here. I'll have a look.
You see how they tremble as we thunder by? It makes my guts all wobbly with glee. I never knew you as a man given to earth. Their little bodies, their little lives. They mean nothing. They're flies and shit.
That should be the last of these pig-faced cowards. Oswald will be relieved to know of this. Rued's clan. They left none alive.
God rest their souls. I'm needed at home to make yet another fruitless attempt to impress my betrothed family.
Show more grit than you're showing me now, and they may start to like you.
Yes, sorry, I'm just shaken. If you joined us at dinner, that might ease their minds a touch. Think about it. My doors are open to you.
I'd be happy to join you. Tell me when and where.
Wonderful. Visit us in Elmham whenever you have time.
It's worse here than I feared.